All right, everyone, we are back with our next session. This has been a jam-packed day, and we are continuing the trend by getting more stuff done, and I'm super happy about it. And also really appreciative that you are spending this much time with me. I know that your time is valuable. As we just talked about, time management is super important. So I just want to celebrate you for taking action and just being the awesome person that you are. Um, it doesn't go unnoticed how much time you're able to spend here and invest in yourself. And I just want to celebrate you for taking action and, getting more stuff done. So, with that, this session right here is all about finding and creating opportunity, which is a topic that I love to talk about because I do believe that you can create your own opportunity. And this is something that I think a lot of people will benefit from by understanding how opportunity works and how to properly find it and create it for yourself. So, a lot of people look at life in general as life is happening to you. Um, I'd like to challenge that and say life is not happening to you, it's happening for you, and you are creating your own circumstances. You are the one who can create opportunity in your life by putting yourself in a proper position and with the proper people in your circle to create awesome opportunities. And let's be honest, right now, you've taken a huge step in being here right now to create these opportunities for yourself, to surround yourself with other positive people, to surround yourself with people who are getting more stuff done, and put yourself in an environment of people who are leveling up their lives and accomplishing things. Uh, it's just the right place to be, and it's the right place, the right environment, the right people, and creating opportunity is really about that. Our number one thing, let me just hop back over to my iPad real quick so you can see my scribbles, is surrounding yourself with the right people. So I want you to think, and I have no idea why I capitalized that P, but we'll go with it. I want you to think about this. You are the summation of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And you've probably heard this expression before, but if you surround yourself with a bunch of people who are always complaining, who are negative, who are looking for problems, who are hanging out on the couch and watching Netflix all day, who are playing video games, who are not looking for opportunities or creating their own opportunities, you are going to be an average of those 5 people, right? You're going to pretty much wind up assuming their similar traits because most people, we have this inbuilt desire to fit in with our surroundings. It keeps us safe. It keeps us comfortable. So by nature, not even by your own choice, by nature, you're pretty much going to wind up becoming, hold on a second. You're going to wind up becoming the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, you need to be intentional about that and figure out what 5 people, could be more, but let's start with 5. What 5 people do I want to become more like? If you can think about that and you can figure out, I really want or I admire the qualities of this person and this person and this person and this person and this person. They all have qualities that I think are admirable, right? They all have things in their life that I'm choosing to get into mine. That could be one person who's really good with their finance. There could be one person who's really good with family. There could be one person who's really good with health. There could be one person who's really motivational. We'll go with happy here for a second. And there could be one person who has a career that you really enjoy. If you surround yourself with these people, you're going to take lessons from all these people, and you are going to become the average of those 5 people, right? That was a nice, quick pie chart. So this is going to go here, that's going to go there, that's going to go here, that's going to go there, and that's going to go here. You're going to become the average of these 5 people. Now, if you surround yourself with people who are negative, The same thing applies, right? You're going to get a little bit of each one of those skills or each one of those qualities from those people, and you're still going to come up with the average of those 5, but they're all going to be negatives, right? So your life is going to be filled with negativity. And people who are negative are generally not going to be the ones that are finding opportunities or creating opportunities or benefiting from the things that are provided to them. So, in order to actually make that happen, you need to be intentional about spending time with people who are going to elevate you, who are going to force you to do better, who are going to lift you up. And that's what I want you to think about. I want you to make a list somewhere. Let's pull this off real quick. This one's important, so I want to spend a little bit more time on it. I want you to make a list like this. And I want you to write down the people that you spend the most time with. It could be people in your house, people in your office, but write down the names of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Then I want you to think about that. I want you to look at that list and think about where you are in your life and where those people are. And if you're not an average of those 5 people, I'd be surprised. For most of you, you're going to be, like I said, the average of all these people is going to be you. Now, you also have to think about, are those people the people in your life that you want to be like? Or are they just the people in your life that you happen to be with? Do you just happen to, it could be family, it could be friends. Are they people who are above you, who are trying to pull you up and make you better? In a lot of cases, the answer is no, but we've never really been intentional about who we surround ourselves with. So now I want you to make a different list. And I want you to think about 5 people that you know who have those qualities that you want, right? You think about 5 people who are in your life in some way, shape, or form who have those qualities. And again, think about money, think about family, think about health, think about happiness, and think about career. Think about those things and think about 5 people who have those things in their life that you wish to have in yours. And it doesn't have to be people that you know in person. There's an amazing thing called YouTube or podcasts. And a lot of these people who are inspirational for certain reasons, who've figured out money hacks, who figured out family values, who figured out how to be healthy, right? You can surround yourself with these people by subscribing to their podcast. Instead of listening to music, be intentional about who's in your ear. Listen to their podcast. Spend time with that person. It doesn't have to be that you know them personally. You can get into their circle. You can get them in your circle by any means necessary. If you're spending 3 hours a day driving in the car or going to the gym or whatever it is you're doing, be intentional about that time and use it to listen to their podcasts, listen to their interviews, watch their YouTube. Find ways to get around people who are going to lift you up and do better. That is going to be the number one most important thing for you to create the opportunities in your life, is to think about the people who you spend time with and get around people who are going to force you to level up. I like to think we have a lot of those people in this group. Get around them, have conversations with them, talk to them. A lot of people in this group, most of the people I can think of off the top of my head, are more than willing to talk and figure out ways to help. People who've been successful are willing to help share the things that they've learned. But you have to ask. You have to create those opportunities. People are not going to do it for you. No one's going to force you to level up, right? It's your life. If you want it, you can go get it. But you've got to take action, right? The fruit in your life is there for the taking. You can get anything you want. It exists. You just need to go get it. Now that brings me to number 2, which is important to understand. It exists. Write that one down somewhere. Write it down big. It exists. The life that you want, the things that you want, the house you want, the family you want, the financial freedom you want. It exists. Somebody has it. It's not something that you need to magically create in the world that may or may not ever happen. What you want exists. It's out there, which means it's possible for you to go get it. It's waiting for you to take the action and go get it. Remember that, because this thing right here, tell yourself often, it exists. What I want is possible, and it's out there if I'm willing to go get it. No matter what it is. You want that really nice car? Someone's driving it. They found a way to go get it. You want that beautiful big house? Somebody has it. They found a way to go get it. Find people who've been where you want to go and use their knowledge, befriend them, learn from them, surround yourself with people like that who have the things that you want, because those things exist. They're not just these ideas that'll never happen, right? If you want to have a successful business, if you want to have a successful life, if you want to get more stuff done, you have to have that proper relationship with your goals to understand they exist. There are other people out there who are achieving the things that you are only dreaming of because they took action and they made them happen. So you have to start doing the same thing. Surround yourself with those people. Surround yourself with people who are going to lift you up. Who are going to help you to understand and realize that it exists. It's real. That person has it in their life, and you can just as easily have it in yours if you're willing to do what it takes. Let's dive into our next point, which again, I like to think all these things are tied together. When you want to get something done, you want to make money, right? For a lot of people, money is the thing that you need, because money is something that you're going to need to pay for a house or pay for a car or pay for financial freedom or feel like you can do all these things, right? A lot of people think money is the answer, but it's not. People are the answer. So for this one, we want to focus on serve people, not money. And this is a very important mindset you need to have. If you are here, right? This is you. This is money, and this is people. If you are focusing all of your attention here on money, people also want money. They don't need you, right? They can just go get money for themselves. But if you instead are able to focus on focus on people, and people are focused on money, money is now going to focus on you, because you are better able to help people accomplish their goals, and people are going to help, you're going to help people make money, and money is going to help find you. That's how this works. I know this is kind of a weird drawing, so I never claimed to be a great drawing person. But the point is, focus on serving people and helping people accomplish more in their life. Money will find you. And I know that seems like something that's hard to believe in a state that you might be in right now. You might be thinking, I really need money to pay my bills. Doing good deeds may not pay your bills, right? You think, all right, well, it sounds great, Jim, but I can't just do favors for people and then use those favors to pay my bills. I get it. I understand. You need money too. But you have to understand the bigger picture of this is when you create this proper triangle of success, right? I just made that term up. The triangle of success. I like that. When you create that proper triangle and you put yourself here and you put money over here and you put people over here and you focus on how it flows, success will find you and money will find you. And I don't know any other way to better explain it other than try it, truly believe it, give it a couple weeks, do the right thing by people, and you're going to start to notice that people are going to start offering you money for your help because you provide value, you provide help to them, and you help them accomplish their goals. They are going to be throwing money at you. You can create these opportunities if you focus on doing the right thing and serving in the correct way. Let's dive into our next point. Instead of, I don't even know what number we're up to, but it doesn't really matter. We want to focus on finding pain points. Because ultimately, all this sounds good, but we need real actionable items here. You want to serve people, right? So your job is to serve people. And people have problems. You need to focus on solving problems. So in order to solve problems, you need to understand what those problems are, which means you need to understand people. So if you want to create opportunities, right, you need to look at your skill sets. What are things that you are really good at? And how can you use your gifts to help people solve their problems? So understand who your audience is. Think about the people that you can serve. Think about what problems they have and how you can help solve those problems. Your goal in all of this is to find ways to solve problems because people are willing to pay money for you to solve their problem. And again, we want to establish the correct thing here is you are focusing on problem solving. People are focusing on paying you because you're solving their problems. You're not focusing on money. Money is focusing on you. And that's the proper relationship that you want to have here. You want to focus on solving problems for people, and people are going to be handing you money because you can make their lives easier. And that's the way that money works. Money works by an exchange of value, right? That's all that money is an indicator of value. For me, it's worth a certain amount of money for you to solve a problem. I have a problem, I'm in pain. I'm willing to pay a certain dollar amount to solve that pain. I don't care who I give it to. I want to give it to someone who's going to solve that pain for me. The larger the problem, generally, the more money it's worth. This is why things that are more difficult in theory, like doctors, lawyers, engineers, typically get larger money because they solve larger, more complex problems for people. Obviously, there's always different scenarios here and different ways that money works, but for the most part, this is what you need to be focusing on. Solving problems for people, and then people are going to be paying you for the problem solving. Now, the next thing you need to focus on is honesty. Because your goal here needs to be this, not this. Because people are going to understand and they're going to see through your lies if all you're really trying to do is get their money. These are, the slimy salesperson who you think of, who doesn't really want to help you solve your problem. They just want to get that money out of your pocket. And customers, now more than ever, understand and are able to spot your lies and your deception much easier than ever before. They're able to see your actual intentions and see if you have proper intentions to focus on solving problems and not taking their money. Because people want to steward their money correctly. They want to take care of their money, because if they're willing to just spend their money wherever, they're not going to have money left at the end of the day. So people do want to be cautious about where their money goes. So when it comes down to it, chances are there's going to be a couple options for them to solve their problems. Who are they going to choose to pay to solve their problem? They're typically going to choose the person who is more genuinely interested with helping them solve their problem, because that person is typically going to be more committed to their long-term success, right? This person, which is you in the scenario, who are honest, who are interested in helping solve problems, you want to actually help people, and you genuinely want to see people succeed and solve their problems. You want people to have no more problems. If this is not you, and you are a bad person, well, that was ugly. If you are a bad person who is not honest, who only is focused about the money, people are going to be able to tell. I know that my drawings are weird, So don't make fun of me for my drawings. But it's all about your intentions. And if you can be an honest person and actually focus on solving problems and helping people solve their problems, money will find you. But again, if you are only focused on getting money, people are going to see that. They're going to use their eyes and they're going to see this lack of honesty. And they're not going to be happy about it. And they're not going to pay you for it. So you can't just think that you can go out there and create a landing page and pretend like you're going to actually care and help people and just wait for the money to fall from the sky. It's not how it works. You need to be honest with yourself and with your customers and actually care. If you're able to do that and you're actually able to go and solve people's problems by caring that they're actually benefiting from your involvement, people are going to be able to pay you. They're going to want to pay you. Opportunity is going to present itself because you're being intentional and you're being honest about it. So these are the things that are going to be really, truly helpful for you to create opportunity in your life, right? You don't have to focus on how do I get the dollar? Your intention has to be, how do I solve a problem? So you have to be honest, caring, truthful, and you have to be serving people. This is what you need to do in a nutshell. And I know that a lot of people are looking for some magic ninja level super secret trick that they're going to try and figure out that's going to just make money fall from the sky directly into your pocket, right? You want a nice wallet full of cash. This is my wallet and it's full of money. Okay, you get the idea. That's not how that works. You can't just make money fall from the sky because you want it. You have to focus on being this person, caring about people, doing the right thing, and putting yourself out there, and opportunities will be created for you. That's important. So I wanted to just stress that. I know that this is a little bit on a different note than the typical get more stuff done productivity type of thing. But in order to get stuff done, you have to have stuff to do. And how you do it and your intention behind how you do it is going to be critically important. Again, you need to be honest, you need to be caring, you need to be truthful, you need to be serving people. If you are just trying to get money from people and that's all you care about, money is not going to come to you. You need to focus on serving people, and people will get money to you. It's just how it works, right? You can't be chasing money because money will run away. If you chase people and you do the right thing by people, money will come chasing you. That's our success triangle that we did before. You, people, money. You serve people, people take their money, and your money comes to you. Remember the success triangle, which I'm very happy we invented on this phone call or this session. And remember it. Focus on people. If you do it the other way, the triangle breaks, right? That's how it works. And I want you to focus on that. And I want you to really understand how that works. That's how you create opportunity. That's how I've built everything I've ever built over the course of the past, however many years I've been building fun stuff. By focusing on people, because early I started focusing on money. Because, like a young kid, when I first started my first business at 8 years old, all I understood was money because you could use money to buy stuff. I got some money, but I didn't get enough. It didn't solve a problem. I couldn't scale that business because it was just about money. It wasn't about solving problems for people and helping people. And once I was able to make that shift and understand the relationship with people and money correctly and how this triangle works, that's when the growth happened. And that's when opportunities were presented to me, because it wasn't about making money. It was about making impact. That was really the big difference. So we're just hopping to a couple questions real quick because we're running out of time because I have another session coming up in a minute. But let's drop those on the screen real quick. Parvez says, thanks. Freddie says there's a great book as well, Jim, Goal Mapping by Brian Main, creating mind maps visually by drawing your journey of where you want to be. I will certainly check that out. Sammy asks, is there a difference between honesty and truthfulness? So originally when I wrote that down, to be honest and truthful, you could probably go either way. My initial thought during writing that was that most people, they don't have honest intentions. So honesty is typically about your intentions, and truthful is about your actions. To me, anyway. So if you're honest with your intentions and you're truthful in your actions, that's kind of the combo. You could probably interchange both those things because they mostly mean the same thing. But you want to be pure of heart, and you want to actually care about people, and you want to have the right intentions when you are starting this process. And then your actual follow through, you want to make sure is proper. You don't want to be deceiving people. So I know that they're probably you can change them up as you go, but there's your answer. So with that said, I'm going to go grab another drink, and then we're going to be back here in about 2 minutes for our next session. So I will see you there.